Blog Talk Radio.
Hey there! Welcome to Big Blend Radio with your hosts, Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazine.com.
Be my guide.
Well, happy hump day, everybody. We're standing at the front door of hell. No, hey,
Whoopsie.
everybody. It's Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, and today's Big Blend radio show is airing live from the beautiful and historic Homestead Inn in 29 Palms, California, right outside Joshua Tree National Park. You can check it out at the number 29inn.com. And you just heard Front Door to Hell. It's the first and last track on the new album Legacy, which is by award-winning blues singer-songwriter, the amazing Zakiya Hooker. The album comes out in April, and we're super excited to have Zakiya back on Big Blend Radio today to catch up with her. It's been a couple years, and she's been playing guitar, writing all the music for the album,
Wow.
producing it, everything. And so I encourage you to go to her website, ZakiyaHooker.com. She's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those great places. But welcome back, Zakiya. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. And how are you guys doing in these kind of precarious times we're in right now?
Well, I'm not virusing. I hope I don't, but I feel for anybody that's got this virus, or if it's affected their family or lost loved ones. It is kind of like it is like standing at the front door to hell, in a way.
It kind of is. That's not what it meant, but this is a time now, and it's like, my God, what's going on here? Well, we're self quarantined, like Olin and I. We're just here, then doing nothing. Yeah.
So you're still out in Atlanta area, right? In Georgia, enjoying that. I mean, I always think about the first time you were on the show. You were in the Bay Area. Now you're in Georgia. Do you think that it's different where you are now? Like if you were quarantined in the Bay Area, is it different? Do you think?
I think I'd rather be quarantined here. I like it better here. I've got a lot. The house is big enough for us to move around and go upstairs and downstairs, and we've got a big, huge yard, and I do a lot of work in the yard. I'm getting it ready for the summer. I love working in that backyard.
Ooh, I love gardening.
Oh, I love that. Our second segment on today's show, everyone, second segment is a recorded podcast, is with Monique Allen. And she wrote a book, and she's a landscaping gardening expert. It's called Stop Landscaping, Start Lifescaping. It's about really becoming one with your natural environment. Is that how you are in the garden? Do you like native plants, ornamentals? What are you growing?
Well, I talk to my plants. I'll walk by and touch them. It's just you connect.
Yeah.
It's like you're connecting with the higher spirit when you're out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're watching,
agree.
You're creating. I just put in all my bulbs. I put in some gladiolas. I'm going to put in some dahlias tomorrow.
And my favorite.
Oh, I love them. And my camellias are blooming. It's like, oh, my God, it's so beautiful out there. And
amazing.
I love it.
You know what nature does? You just can't, if when you start to look at it, you have to stop and look at it. It's amazing, and then once you stop and you look at it, you can't get past it, man. You just can't.
It is amazing. When you look at it just blows my mind every time I walk out there to see the things that I've planted, and now they're growing. And I planted a tree in my backyard. My younger son, who passed away back in '91, I planted a magnolia tree, and in the backyard, and I'm like 4'11", so when I got the tree, it came up just a little bit past my knee. Now it's much taller than I am, but it is so beautiful. Wow. They call it the Jane magnolia, but they really call it the tulip magnolia because it's
the
beautiful.
pink one.
Oh, that's
the pink
so
flowers.
Pretty.
Yes,
pink.
Yes, pink and
Beautiful.
purple ones. Yeah, kind of pink. And so I planted two of them. So
I always look like they're like water
You can't
lilies.
have more than one. You have to have two tulips.
Yeah, but they're like water lilies in the air.
Like lotus.
Sky.
Yes, they are.
Sky lotus.
They are beautiful. I love those things.
Now, what about peaches? You're in Georgia. Like, does that happen? Do you get the big peach?
The peaches?
Peach season?
Girl, no, I haven't. Well, I haven't found any, extraordinary peaches out here yet, so I don't know.
Looking for an extraordinary.
I know. I want to go.
Now, what I do love.
like the peach fuzz of a bottom. I don't know.
Oh
Here we
no,
go.
these are not. I have not seen any. Really, and maybe I just haven't been out looking for them. But my favorite thing are pecans. Now, I love pecans.
Yeah.
Oh, yum. Pecan pie.
Mm-hmm. I OD
Okay.
on pecans.
Listen, pecan pie
It's
and
the
cognac.
best pie ever.
That is, I remember my 21st birthday. That was my treat. Was pecan pie and cognac. And there was other good stuff. Yeah, it was cool. Well, there's something that
they
never
go together
drank
really
cognac until we got to this country, and we were living in the Panhandle in Florida, and I don't know, all the musicians I knew always had cognac, and then I was like, wow, this is good. And then one day I had to realize that I was a little louder when I drank it. But yeah, this album Legacy. What I love. You said you picked up the guitar was a few years back and started playing the guitar, and so now you wrote all the songs on this album, and not just the lyrics but the music, right? By playing the guitar.
Mm-hmm. Well, what happens is I decided. I said, I wanted to, I knew what was in my head, but sometimes you cannot relay that to people. And and my husband, we would sit and I would play, and he would do the bass lines for me. But I mean, it didn't sound anything like what it sounds like now. It was, you got to remember, I was a novice guitarist. I played chords, and that's what I knew. I can chord and play my songs. So I wrote songs and did my little, very minimal playing that I do. So then I gave it to Olin, and it was his job to take what I gave him and make it into a song, a real song.
That's fun.
Because
how fun is that?
I don't want to. That is so much fun to hear it comes back at me, because I don't want to be. I can play with the guys. So when I do go live, when I'm traveling, when we're able to tour again, I will be playing with them. But I am not the lead guitarist. I'm not going to lead. I'm just going to sit there and play my chords and sing my songs. And that's it. But I don't want to have to do a whole show playing the guitar. I love moving on the stage, and I don't,
because you're
I
a
don't want to
singer.
be bogged down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to be bogged down with the guitar.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to do the balance, because when I used to play, I used to do guitar, but it was really like this background thing, and then all of a sudden Nancy calls it my ding, ding, ding moment, where I didn't know, I'd be singing and I'd be stuck in the song, and then all of a sudden I'm like, uh-oh, and then ding, 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 ding. Well, I try to get, like, what? I have to think about this, because you have to think about more than one thing.
So while she was thinking,
well, I've done pretty good.
She played one note going ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it's the ding, ding, ding.
Oh, my God. Well, the guys are always so surprised that I play the guitar and sing.
But hard.
In my mind, that's the way, the progression I see is you've got to play the guitar and sing what you're, So, I sing and play. So when I do my songs, they're complete. I'm singing them and I'm playing them for them too. But then they take it, and what you hear is, because believe me, if you were to hear what it sounded like, it was just like ding, 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 ding,
So, yeah, ding, ding, ding. I want to back up for everyone. You talk about Olin. Olin Christopher Bell. I've got to go get his memoir. Music Saved My Life. He's also. Well, he's known as Chris James from the Natural 4, amazing group. Check it out. So, Music Saved My Life, and he does a lot of production work. So and Zakiya's dad is the John Lee Hooker. So when we talk about her dad, that's who you can hear it. And so what I wanted to know is, what do you think your dad would think about you with the guitar in hand now? Because I'm going back to an interview way back when you like with you wanting to do music and him like, wait, this is kind of a man's world. You know what I mean?
No, God. No, he would just be bursting with pride. Trust me.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you still there? You disappeared. Okay.
I disappeared. Oh.
Yeah, now you're here.
Did I disappear? Am I back? Oh.
You're here.
Oh, okay. No, I think he would just be so thrilled. Back, well, see, my sons are all grown and everything, but when they were younger, he had gone to Spain, and he came home one day, and, he came by the house, because I was on my own with my 3 children, and he had bought a guitar back from Spain.
Mm.
And he gave us that guitar. My sons, let's see, Glenn may have been around maybe 10. I don't mind how old I am. Glenn is 52 now, but that's how old that guitar is. And that guitar, it never leaves my bedroom. When I'm in the, I'll go up in the room and I'll get in the bed and I'll pick my guitar up and, play a little bit and come up with some songs and everything. But that I know that's how I know that he would just be absolutely thrilled to see me playing the guitar. Because he had given us a guitar. I think that was kind of a hint, but I just couldn't have. I was trying to take care of children and me too.
Yep.
Yeah, trying to do that balance, and that's what's interesting also with this album, Legacy. There's a lot of songs for ladies going through. It's like a now everybody's going to enjoy it, but there's a lot of songs there for women to, like, big girl panties. We got to put them on sometimes,
Hey, I'm telling you, put them on your head, put them in.
Well, right now we can use our bras as our masks to keep out the virus.
That's right. So maybe we ought to donate them to the hospitals because I hate a bra.
Well, they're saying that's the most underused item in the house now is a bra. That's
really? They suck.
They do.
They really suck.
It's like they're in the way. It's like it.
What did we used to call them in South Africa? Under the shoulder boulder holders.
Yeah, over the stop them from flopping.
Boulder holders.
Stop them, flop them. In
Yeah.
Germany.
Oh, let them flop
they
around.
They want to swing free. They want
Thank you. Everything else is free.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who decided that we have to, strap ourselves in?
Missionaries.
Some men.
It's gonna go there.
Men, girl. You know it had to be some men. Gave us the stiletto heels to make us break out.
And the waist
ankles
and
everything.
Suck you in? What are the things that they used to
suck
the
women?
The bustiers,
corsets.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the
corsets,
bustles. But now they got Spanx.
That's what happens.
Spanx. You got to suck it in.
Yeah.
Suck it in with Spanx.
Because you'll be sick by the time you get home.
Leonardo da Vinci painted women as they were and thought they were beautiful. So men, get a grip.
Hello. The hardest thing in the world for women is sometimes to think that they feel like they're beautiful because we're all trying to fit into a little image that has been created. And,
yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. I don't want to do that. But Big Girl Penny, was this really, because it does, there's the Love to the Rescue, One More Dance, and you're doing, so this album comes out in April, right? Towards the end of April?
April 25th it comes out, but pre-sales start April 18th, and I'll be on all the streaming, mechanisms. I'll also be able to sell, I'm selling physical CDs off of my webpage, and you can go to CD Baby and buy also a live CD.
Awesome.
A CD.
Mm-hmm. And then you're going to start. You said is it the 30th of March? You're going to have like a live show that you're going to do,
the 31st.
Okay, March 31st.
March 31st, 11 o'clock Pacific time, but 2 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm going to be doing One More Dance. I'm going to be doing the song off of the CD.
Nice.
So where can people see that? On Facebook?
On Instagram. And I think my Instagram and Facebook are connected.
Yeah, they like to talk to each other, apparently.
Yeah, so they may be connected. And, because there's nobody but, myself and so I've got my tracks, so I'll be singing with my tracks, but, I'll be doing it, that's live,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you can't have a lot of people.
I want to watch.
I know, I love your voice. I love it because you're just so real and earthy and then just flows and makes you feel good. It's like, I want to listen to you all day long. It's so good. And these are your songs. So did Olin work with you in the production? Because I know that you had your hand in this, in the producing side.
Well, pretty much. Once I'm doing the music and he starts doing the songs, he pretty much will ask me, how do I like it? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? blah, blah, blah. So that's my little part in production, is to let him know what I want. But for the most part, pulling all the music together, making it flow, finding the musicians, and because, you know, a lot of we sent songs to musicians, so we've got a lot of musicians on there, and a bunch of them are from the Bay Area. So so he pretty much, he's the main producer. I'm just, you know, I'm just, I don't like that. I don't like that. Do it like this. But for so far as putting all the music and the number one production, I'm number two producer. And then number three, well, no, I'm not even number two. There's Olin, who's number one. Then there's Anthony, who's number two. And then I'm number three. So we're like a team.
Oh, sweet.
A team, a little tag team. And we call ourselves OZA. That's Olin, Zakiya, and Anthony. We've been together now for over 30 years.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And and you've done a lot in Argentina, and you know, you guys like to. Is it Argentina? Yeah, Buenos Aires. I'm getting all scrolled around. Argentina, yeah.
BA, yeah.
You could.
Argentina.
And so with this, I mean, I'm excited. When the quarantine is lifted, that you can go perform and do this album, you know, out for people. That's going to be exciting. You know.
Yeah, you know, I had some misgivings at first about. Because once the corona came, I thought, I said, my God, should I release it? And, you know, I said, you know what? Release it.
Yeah. You
know,
a lot of bands I know are not releasing their albums or saying, okay, we're just going to do it anyway. And, you know, at the same time, it's been interesting watching the music community go, hey, we're going to do all these live shows online and do all these virtual concerts and, you know, whatever we can do, you know, all of us, we're all in the same boat. Like, things are not sailing properly, and whatever we can all do to lift each other's big girl panties up, we should.
I kind of think you like that song, Big Girl Panties.
I do. You know what? Because the
great
singing
song.
I love the song. I love the whole album. And really, the guitar work is neat because you've got like some East African licks in there. I don't know. I know that every time we come to the show, I always hear some East African style, and I don't understand it. It's just something I grew up with. But there's a lifting up of the sound. It kind of does this instead of going down and then up. It goes up and then down.
Yeah,
I can't explain.
There's always that little extra high note
Anthony
and
doing
the syncopation.
I'm trying to think of who's on guitar. So I've got some great guys on guitar. They are just I love them. They are the greatest. Let me see. I was trying to find out who was on there. But you know, when you start looking for stuff you can never find, it really doesn't matter.
You guys work virtually to put the album together?
Yes. The only person who, before the thing came together, Tony was here with us, but after that, all the others were done virtual. No one. We had maybe a drummer come in or a keyboard come in, but for the most part, we would send it out, and.
That's amazing.
That's really neat. Well, I think we got to play Big Girl Panties. Is that okay with you, Zakiya?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so here it is, everybody. Big Girl Panties, and we'll bring Zakiya right back on. Take a listen. It's off of the album Legacy, again, coming out in April 25th. Pre-orders available April 18th, and you can go to ZakiyaHooker.com. But here it is, Big Girl Panties. Put them on your head.
Guess what today is, my sweet darling? It's the day that I'm leaving you. I got up off my knees. I'm the only one I need to please. Gonna walk out that door and leave you there. Well, you know that I've been much too kind. Another love I've got to find. I'm throwing my cares away, going looking for a brand new I'm tired of being your full-time nanny. Well, I'm always singing the blues. I've been used and abused. I'm gonna put my big girl panties on. I'm gonna walk right out that door. Too kind. Another love I've got to find. I'm throwing my cares away, going looking for a brand new day. Gotta find a safe place for my heart to stay. Well, I put on my big girl pants. I put on my walking shoes. You know I'm tired of being your full-time nanny. You got me always singing the blues. I've been used, I've been abused. I'm gonna put my big girl panties on. I'm gonna walk right out that door.
Everyone, again, that was Big Girl Panties by Zakiya Hooker off of her brand new album Legacy. And again, you can get that in April 25th, but it pre-orders April 18th. Go to ZakiyaHooker.com, CD Baby, all those great places. But it's such, I love that, Zakiya, and at the same time, like that message, you know, when women are in a bad situation and how hard it is for a woman to get out of that situation, whether it's abusive or sometimes you're just like comfortable because of the money situation. You know, there's all the situations. So I think that song appeals to a lot of women out there, a lot of ladies.
You know, it does, because a lot of my friends who have watched me come along and play, they're like, but do Big Girl Panties. I say, okay, I got you. Well, that's what Front Door to Hell is about. It's about an abusive relationship, and and then you got this one, put on those big girl panties and come on, get to traveling, girl. You can do this.
Well, it's really hard because sometimes they do, and then they come back. Yeah. Like they go out, and next thing you know, they're right back in the situation.
They get psychologically attached.
It's a boomerang.
They just, all their they take away their self-worth, and that person begins to believe, well, maybe I deserve this, or I can't leave because who else wants me?
Yeah.
It's a it's all kind of a scenarios that keep a woman in that situation. And a lot of them, stay in it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's no. I was going to say they stay in it, but then at the same time, if you don't move on, you're not going to find the right one. Like Love to the Rescue to me is like that companion song of like, you can keep going. And eventually you can find the right one or not. It's better to be happy no matter what, solo or not.
I'm telling you, you can be lonely by yourself, or you can be by yourself and not be lonely at all.
Exactly. It's true.
Come on, you don't have to. I think people just look for other people for validation, and the women are really good at looking for validation.
It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, no, it's true, and I think this is one of those things with the album. It's important. I think when we think about this last year, the Me Too movement, it's going to be like almost 2 years, right? We think about it. How many women were silent and had to be silent, or not really? Did we have to? It obviously proved we didn't have to at the end. A lot of them had the jobs. Yeah, they had, but at the time they had to be silent because nobody was listening.
And, they were just in a situation that they couldn't get out of. They had families. They had to have their jobs, So, I don't know. It just gets to be a slippery
It's harder,
slope.
too, with kids. Right, Nancy? What did Nana always say?
Very hard.
Nancy would always talk about, like, what was it? One, you can run to your...
Until you have to walk through your stack.
Well, wait a minute, girl. I had 3, and I ran like a jackrabbit.
You go, girl. She didn't need her spank. She put her big
scared to death. Like,
yeah.
What am I going to do? I got 3 kids. No, I said I was scared, but you know what? I had to get out of there.
Mhm. Yeah, you do. I think it's important. And some people will say, "Oh no, stay there," and it's really bad for the kids when you do stay in there too. It's bad for you, and it's bad for the kids.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just waiting for something really like to happen that it cannot. No. You just. It's almost
some of these women end up dead.
Stay.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You end up dead.
Yeah.
So on a positive, well, let's see, the album cover, I wanted to touch on this because I love it. It's so beautiful. And, before we aired, you said that this is like the cotton plant flowers, right?
Yes.
Cover,
and I think a lot of people don't realize that the cotton is a beautiful plant. I mean, it wasn't beautiful when you got to pick that crap. But when I was doing this legacy, I got my graphic designer, and I was sitting with him, and he said, well, what do you envision? I said, well, I'm, because I was going to do my own, and Olin encouraged me. He says, no, Zakiya, let someone else do it for you. He said, you can't do everything. The S on your chest is getting kind of crooked.
From guitar to now I'm going to do that. Like I'm going to paint.
He said,
you can't
do everything. God, dog, Zakiya. And so I actually hired a graphic designer, Kevin, and he really did a fantastic job. And I told him, we talked about my legacy, and my dad is a sharecropper, and Kevin said something that was so funny. He said, well, yes, because the blues just started about back in the late 50s. I says, Kevin, I said, you really don't know anything about blues, do you? And so I had to give him a short, capsulized, version of a story, a short history lesson on the blues. And he said, oh my God, he said, I didn't know that. And I said, yeah. I said, the first time I saw a cotton field, I didn't know what I was looking at, but then something snapped, said, that is cotton. I said, that is part of my legacy. It's my ancestors working in those fields. And so he pulled up a cotton plant. That's absolutely beautiful. And I said, that's what I want my album to be. That's what I want it to look like. And and because people, when they look at it, but now that you're looking at it, you can tell that it's cotton. When when you look
you can
at
because of the seeds.
Yes.
Like we have these pods, these cotton pods where the cotton comes out that Elvin Shields gave us. We were in Natchitoches, Louisiana, and his family. So there's 2 plantations, and this is what's interesting. People go to the plantations, and I was talking to a park ranger, and he's like, everybody goes to the big house, right? And at the same time, here's you know what I mean? The overseer's house. There's the sharecropper's house. Then they have the slave cabins. One of the oldest set of brick slave cabins, and you go in there, and you're like, you're everything in your being just
like revolts
and freezes, and it's I don't know. It's just a experience that I think people need. There's a lot of people that need to do that just to understand, right?
Oh yeah, let's just take all the politicians and put them in there.
Yeah, and lock them in there for a few nights.
Oh God, and lock the doors. Don't let them out.
And don't ever let them out.
But Elvin took us. He got involved in the park at Oakland Plantation, so his family's sharecropping cabin is there, and his sister lived in it, and he lived in another one. And we did a video with him on. He makes plantation toys out of wire, and they were the same kind of toys that kids grew up in Kenya and in South Africa in the villages. And so we were like talking about this, and he didn't know that in Africa they were doing the same thing. And so we were trying to figure out like if it's a certain tribe or not. But anyway, so he did this, and he gave us cotton, and there's white cotton, there's black cotton, there's different kinds of cotton, and the actual pod is so, you're going to hurt yourself.
It hurts.
But I did learn that cotton is related to hibiscus. It's all in the same family, and okra and all of that. They're all
wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you some photos. I have these giant flower photos, like these giant, like they're almost like hibiscus. I might have it wrong. It's like mallow, or they're just big, but they're all connected to the cotton plant. These beautiful flowers.
Oh, wow. Please send that to me because I love that.
I will. I'll send you that because I was like, no way, is that part of cotton? Or no, now I'm going to get it all wrong. It's going to be tobacco. Now I've got myself twirled around now that I said that. But something, no. Well, tobacco's pretty too.
Then.
Tobacco, nicotiana.
It
pretty.
looks like honeysuckle.
No, it is cotton that I'm talking about. But so you put that on there, right? So this is legacy. So do you feel like this album, because this is you writing it all, this is kind of like a milestone album?
Yeah,
it really is for me. It really is for me. And I was really concerned, because my music is so different from what I used to do. Because you guys have heard some of my other work. It's good, but it's totally a different feel.
I love it. You've got a little country in there
here
too.
Is just me. Girl,
You've got a little country.
But I love country music.
Yeah, there is a definite country vibe there.
It's more of the rhythm, and it's kind of like a riding beat. That's what I find very interesting is the songs. The one thing about your music throughout the years is that you're not cluttered, man. It's like here it is, but you have these gentle nuances. So I think that's very much in your voice as your signature sound through all of it. But you don't over clutter music. You get to the heart of it. I really appreciate that.
My dad used to always laugh about the little blues guitarists that are out, and because people like him and BB and Sunhouse and all those people, they never played all that, what they call it, ripping or I don't know what they call it when they play a million notes.
I have a word, but I'll behave.
In a minute. Okay.
I call it, can you find the right note finally?
Same as singers, right? Singers doing that. You watch those singing competitions, and they're sitting there. They sound like
to the right note?
They sound like they're trying to be Tarzan.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. Everybody's screaming.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus Christ, screaming and playing too much damn guitar.
Yeah. You lose the emotion. And that's what is neat about it, because you've got that earthy sound, just like down home, and then at the same time it's like you just take one step up and you feel it. That's amazing.
I just don't. Because I'm really just a country girl. I know I am. Take my shoes off, put me out somewhere, and I'm ready to go. I'm in heaven.
Go barefoot.
Heaven.
Oh, yeah, always barefoot.
I love that.
We recorded an interview with poet, writer, singer, amazing lady, Queen Esther, and it'll air April 3rd. And she is amazing. And she's done these TEDx talks about Americana music, and how it is, like how black music in this country created the Americana sound. The banjo playing came from African Americans so it's African American versus being Africa. It's really interesting because when I was just listening to your music and going through the album, I'm like she was talking about this connection between country and blues and how it's totally ignored all the time, but it's so ingrained with each other. This even
it really are.
Yeah, it's cool.
And that's why when my One More Dance, it is. I love that song. And Tony put an oboe in there. If you listen to it, the solo is an oboe.
Wow. I love the oboe.
You listen to it.
I know.
You listen to it. He put an oboe in there, and then we got the steel string guitar up in there.
The
lap
oboe
steel,
to me
that's what it's called, lap steel.
Yeah, the oboe's like a sound right out of nature. It's like a bird's call that, I don't know how to explain it, but if you're sitting alone at a pond and there's a lonely bird, it's going to make these little lonely sounds. It always sounds like an oboe to me.
Well,
true.
You guys listen to that song again and listen to the oboe now that you really know it's there. And Tony did all that. He's a fantastic guitarist. He's on all my songs. So, and on the I don't know who I've got to look and see because I've got a list of who played on what, but I just can't. Looking at this, I just can't tell you.
She's got everybody there. That's the thing. I think what's beautiful about it, and to have the flow. I'm always the thing about that is albums that have a flow. When we sat and listened to you the first time you sent it over, we sat and listened, and then we listened again. And it was just like, man, this just flows from one song to the other. I always listen for that. Like, to me, you should feel like you're on a journey. I almost feel like Nancy always talks about like an album being like a play.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a book. Like, it should connect that way. You know what I mean? Even if it's a compilation album, there should be that connectivity that flows.
It's a journey. It takes you from one place to the other, to the other, to the other. It's sort of beginning, middle, end.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing about doing.
You.
These segments is I want to play the whole album. It's like, everybody go listen, get it. Go get it, But that flow is cool. Do you listen and, like, when you wrote all these, did you have all these songs together and, like, okay, this is going to be an album, this is like a concept, or how did you put them all? Like, which one comes first and all of that?
Well, not really. We came to sometimes I don't choose the layout. Because that's too hard for me, because I wrote these things. I can't, which one do I want first or whatever. And so, Tony sent his ideas, and then Owen went through, and he looked at them, and him and Tony put it together. And then I said, okay, well, let's do this. And we've got 2 Front Door to Hells, and the first one is just my old one. Mm-hmm. And then you get down to the very last one, and that's just rock,
I like it.
I think... it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And our friend, he's one of the guitarists on here, Greg Crockett. He's a little rocker, he loves rock, and so, but he plays it all. But he took the song and he says, "What do you think about this?" And I said, "Wow, that's cool." And so we just kept it and made it the beginning and the end. Cool.
Oh, I dig it. It's kind of like doing an album is like doing a permanent set list,
Yep.
and you don't get to see people's faces. You know what I mean?
I know.
That's a hard thing. That's a hard thing because even a set list you want to change. Even do you do that when you perform? Do you go and change a set list?
Oh yeah. I will change. Sometimes you can be doing a show and time may run out and you have to kind of juggle it and pull one out, and do whatever. So we do change.
Yeah, we've got to juggle it. Who do you listen to now, like, of music today? Do you have any favorite artists that you listen to?
It's going to sound strange. No, I don't. I really don't.
Do you listen? Even in general? Do you listen to some of these people in particular?
I mean, my playlist is just different types of people, all kinds of music. I mean, I've got Skin, that's a country western, and I may pull up, some of the old 60s, 70s music. I like some of the old, really, as a matter of fact, on my Instagram, I put, I was in BA in Buenos Aires, and I did a jazz show of all the standards filmed, and so I'll sometimes drop one of those down there, but I just love music. I mean, I just put it on, and it just gets going.
Yeah, because you do not have a pigeonholed sound. I know it's like you're a blues artist, but really you got a little bit of everything in there, which is awesome to me. Yeah.
I tell you, I was really afraid that people wouldn't like it, because it was so different. But and so far I haven't run into anybody who doesn't like it. There's always something on there that somebody likes.
The whole album to me it flows, and it's got this really cool rhythm to it. It just has this rhythm that just kind of keeps you like, I'm in it. You're just kind of like this subtle grooving. I can't explain it. Like it just I dig it. It's got all kinds of little layers and nuances, but it's still.
I know that I like it. Yeah, I know that I really like this because I will put it on and I will play it and just listen to it and do whatever I'm doing. And when I can listen to it, I figure, I wrote them, so naturally I love them. But my other CDs, I didn't put them on like this and
oh, wow.
listen to them and just over and over and over.
This is
I
your
think
thing,
this is
girl.
a lot more personal. This is a lot more personal and a lot more intimate to me.
Heartbeat. It's got a heartbeat in there. Yeah. I love it. Nancy and I both. We've enjoyed it, and we get to listen to it as we road trip across the country and get out there.
All right.
So we love that. We love that. It's been so cool having you on the show. We can't wait for more. Everybody, again, March 31st. Watch out for Zakiya's live. She's going to be on Instagram performing, and so watch for that. And then April 18th for the pre-order of the album. Again, it's called Legacy, and then get it April 25th. Just go get it. Just start following, get it. And then, you planning any shows like in the late summer, early fall, or are you waiting to see what happens?
We're just waiting to see what happens. And, I'm also, I need to find a booking agent. So I'm looking for a booking agent, to book me so I can travel it. I need to work the CD. So, I know I'm going to need a booking agent. Just looking for that.
Yeah. There's all that business side that none of us, are like, give me the music. But there's that whole business side that's like it's a business, and I think people are starting to learn that more with this virus about just how much music, how it affects our lives, how important it is. And it's music and the arts, all of the arts, right?
Yeah.
The one thing we can
it
have
really is.
to keep us going is the arts are saving our souls right now.
Right.
As we're all trapped inside nature and the arts. Those are the two things.
I'm telling you, I love the fact that I go outside and I work in my yard. It's just because there's a lot of bad news. Every time you turn on the news, it gets depressing after a while, and it's like, I can't hear this anymore.
No. Well, let's play "Love Come to the Rescue." Love Came to the Rescue. Is that good with you to play that?
I love that song, "Love to the Rescue." There's a story behind that song.
I love that. I love that. I'd figured after, Big Girl Panties, we need to play that. And everyone can do the one more dance. They need to come see you perform. So I didn't want to play that now. We don't want to ruin that. Everybody got to go watch that on March 31st. And everyone, again, ZakiyaHooker.com is the website to go to. We want to thank our sponsor of today's show, which is the National Parks Arts Foundation. What they do is they have this amazing program for artists of all types: music, poetry, everything, painting, photography, filmmaking, where artists submit to be an artist in resident in a national park unit. And they've got places like Hawaii volcanoes, Haleakala in Hawaii, Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, Gettysburg. There's the dry tortugas in the Florida Keys. I mean, it's really cool. So check it out at nationalparksartsfoundation.org. I know things are up and down for everybody, but it's really good to put on your radar and join their newsletter to, stay afloat of all of that. So, and also listen to our First Friday shows with them. We interview all the artists that stay in these residencies. It's unique. So check us out at BigBlendRadio.com. Thank you so much, Zakiya.
You are more than welcome. Thank you. Thank you. And again, that's March 31st, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'll be doing one more dance. So come on and join me on Instagram.
That's it, the big IG. Here it is, Love to the Rescue. You guys, everybody stay safe and stay healthy and take care of one another.
Not be found running around this old town. When I could not find my way. My heart had nowhere to stay. I didn't know what to do. Love came to my rescue. Well, when all my cards had been played, my heart had been betrayed. When my sun was going down, there was no love to be found. When I didn't have a clue, don't you know that love came to my rescue? I didn't think I could find my way. So afraid of what folks might say. I guess I didn't know the deal. That life had given me a bitter pill. Love came to the rescue. Came to my rescue. I could find my way. I was so afraid of what folks might say. I guess I didn't know the deal. That life had given me a bitter pill. Oh, love came to my rescue. Don't you know it came to my rescue? You know when I couldn't find my way, love came to my rescue. When I didn't even have a clue, the love came to my rescue. When I thought that I was lost, looking for love at any cost, wearing my sorrow like my skin, so afraid to be hurt again. When I